Hello, and welcome to another Rangaroo cast with me, Rangaroo. And today we are doing a 1v1 and hell in a very small place. So on the right hand side in blue, playing this blue for, we got Semper Fidelis, and on the left hand side in red, playing as red for, we got Putin187, and what 187 stands for, we will never really know. So let's speed things up. And to get things going, it seems like Semper is playing a Scandi deck, while Putin is playing a USSR deck, which is quite standard for him. I only ever seen him play USSR decks. I guess he really likes Russia, but away we go. I haven't seen Scandi in quite a while, and I do love seeing a bit of Scandi. It's a little bit scandalous sometimes, I have to say. And they're rather sane ground pushes, nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary, no real helicopters either. Bit of aggression into Bravo here from Semper, which is always a pretty good idea to try and get all about point early on. Putin getting some Spetsnaz and Russian Marines and Foxtrot, and managing to cap an important side town in Gulf as he gets his OSers and ASUs in position. Quite a lot of OSers to be precise, and 2 T-72Bs. And these things, I believe, are the 135 points, but they definitely hit above their rate. Extremely powerful for the price. I mean, for 135 points, you get 20 AP. And an ATGM and 20 armor. So nothing above the at 20 mark, but because everything is pretty good, it's a real price tank. Here we got some FSKs moving through Gulf. And not the killer machines as they used to be, but they are still rather good. I mean, the RX ATGM is still nothing to laugh at, same with the MG3. BTA is going to be providing a bit of fire support there. Down in Bravo, Putin is not having a great time with Russian Marines holding up against a lot of Stormers, K-29, providing the very valuable fire support. Give it rockets. So those Stormers are going to be a pain in the butt. There's got some reinforcements being brought out. Down in Foxtrot. Now the one thing that's going to be rather hard for Semper this match is you got that one Leopard for the Scandinavians, but when you are fighting up against the higher end T-72s and the T-80UM, it just doesn't really cut it. So I think Putin, he already has the tank advantage, and just as long as he can keep it up in the middle, he will have a very good shot at securing dominance on this sector. So really Semper is really have to make use of those RX ATGMs, of Stormers to be exact, because in this CQC where you got a lot of forests and, you know, cutting up between the plains, they can prove to be quite deadly. You got the Ak 141 flying around, keeping the skies clear. We've got a BTR-90 over here from Putin doing some very sneaky maneuvering. And he could easily go and kill that CV. It is on, well, only one XA defending it, but enough to spot the BTR-90 and recon guy. Spetsnaz Gru going at the Kalchagers. The MH-40 going to be securing the fight. And Putin managing to hold on to Bravo. Got a lot of Russian Marines in there now and reinforcements. Even got a scratch it, having a little bit of a dip in the canal. And yeah, it's just going rather well for Putin. Got middle and bottom under his control. It's just going to be about holding it, and even better for him, just as long as he can keep control of his town. You could always sneak a CV in the corner over here to neutralize the point. Completely capping a point, aka capping his town, will probably be in Semper's best interests, as this is a rather undefended area. Only the 88 and the Russian Marine are holding that point. SU-24 going in full seed. And a few few kills and then backing out. MI8 killing the Stormiers as VDVs and Russian Marines move across Bravo. Now speed this up a bit more, nothing crazy, just attack through Bravo here. And we've got 2 BMPTs being brought out. It's definitely gonna be some very worthwhile firepower at level 1. Coming in close to the Stormers. It's kind of silly, I think, using these Leopards in a CQC fight. They only have Trove frontal armor. So, you know, a rocket launcher from either of these guns, that's 2 shot down. Or just using the 122mm rocket from the MI8. And Putin is really liking using these transport helicopters. We've got an Mi-24D, Ka-29, and an Mi-8 TV. There's at least 3 cards of infantry in transport helis. It's a rather interesting strategy because they are expensive, especially some of the Russian runs. The Mi-24D comes up to like 50 points or something. Yeah, it comes up to 55 points, which makes it very top end in terms of transport. But for the infantry support scenarios, like you saw there, it proves to be definitely worthwhile. Same as BMPTs, just clearing through. And it is a very good idea having them in a group, because if one takes a rocket launcher, the other one can stun up the enemy. Or sometimes if you get a lone BMPT up close in a fight, they easily die. The FSKs trying to do their best, but it's the overwhelming firepower. The Stormiers managing to get the sniper here of Carl Gustav. BMPT going to be falling back, and the Russian Marines take point to try and clear out the rest of the infantry, but already Putin has moved in quite heavily. And he just doesn't have enough to capture the tip. There we go, Semper Fidelis attacking to go, coordinate with the Stormiers, so the helicopters up for a big campaign. He really need to bring up the AA. There we go, the automatic being brought up. Best Italian AA in the game. It's the only Italian AA. You know, it's Danish unit was produced or originated in Italy. The being brought up. 2 T-72s coming in to provide fire support. The FSK is getting Eric shots off. As you can see, damage. And it seems to be the 2 T-72s from the middle. He just has repositioned them. Oh, they both got killed back. Yeah, anyway, they're 2 T-72s. And it does seem like Semper is going to be able to hold them to the point. The FSK just being extremely useful, keeping those T-72s at bay. Vigan coming in, missing both ATGMs, and promptly getting shot down. A shame, I have to say. And as you can see, the Russian Marines are making their retreat through the forest. All 5 of them have SSKs and Stormers give chase. Let's speed this up a bit more. And Charlie CV slightly being moved there for a second. And things stagnating. There's reinforcements being brought up in a Bravo, mainly a CV, allowing Putin to get an extra +1 point advantage. And go for his very well secured from Semper. His best bet now is probably attack through Foxtrot from the top hand side, move up his hill, and sliver down his forest. Yo, he is also doing a pretty decent job at Bravo. He is falling back his forces, and he has 3 BMPTs here from Putin, that is over 200 points worth of vehicles in that one stack, which is a lot for 1v1, but definitely worthwhile, especially in a forestry area like that. I mean, 3 BMPTs is enough to wipe out a squad in 2 volleys. That's the 1 volley, really. Because it does like 4 HE damage, or is it 3? Oh, it does 3 HE, but I also got 1 HE from the grenade launcher. And the autocannon. It's a lot of HE damage, pretty much. That's a BMPT for you. But yeah, things definitely crunching up. No real crazy offensives. Putin getting his helicopters back, resupplying them. Foxtrot being neutralised by the SDR Vibi thingy, which is an APC. It was quite funny because if you look at the model, you can tell that it has a giant autocannon, but it's just a machine gun. And it's like that in real life too. Pretty much the entire loading mechanism of the cannon doesn't work, it's just a machine gun pointed through the barrel. Because a lot of command tanks do that, they have a fake barrel on him to make him not so obvious. But it's really just like, hey, let's just put a machine gun through it so it has some sort of self-defense. We've got quite a lot of forces down in Bravo now. A lot of FSKs with Stormy Ears and Storm in the air. They're going to be attacking through Bravo, and it's, in terms of infantry, they overrun the Russian Marine. It's just the BMPT. It's really going to be down to the FSKs being able to split up and just focus fire those BMPTs to death. And is that clusters? Yes, that's clusters. Yeah, it's a Smirch, yeah, trying to get the CV snipe, but hitting the wrong area. And there's a lot of helicopters in. Also does have the defense on the backline of ASU-85s and even AA defending his backline. And on a map like this, having defense in the base is always a smart idea, because you never know when your opponent has decided to flank around the sea rays. I really have a feeling now that once they attack into Bravo's infantry force, these helicopters is just going to swoop in and clear. So we do have 2 LVKs, but it's definitely useful for killing enemy helicopters. And even a CV, so Bravo is where the play is going to be made for Semper. With only 60 minutes left, well, not much of a point difference, so he still has quite a bit of breathing room. The Buratino spurring up to shoot its napalmy, fiery hell. Probably going to try and kill the CV. Shooting through the town. Mad max skills. The APC taking some heavy hits, but it does survive, but forcing it to move back, allowing Putin to gain a nice little +1 for a little bit. And it's just bringing up more reinforcements, more Stormniers. Stormniers. While Putin revs up in the middle, got ASUs and T-72. Seems like he's going to do a push onto Gulf maybe. Yo, he's infantry probably at town. Buratino squaring up for salvo number 2. So only firing them in salvos 10 it seems. Which is always a smart idea. You never want to really unload your entire Buratino in one shot, because it's honestly a race. You could spread it out with just a little bit of micromanagement, aka telling it to stop shooting after 10 shots. And we've got the Figan flying around with its bombs. Literally calls them a Leonia. Jonah. Yeah, coming into intercepts, does shoot it down. The bombs have already been dropped. And the clusters hitting the ASUs, managing to kill 3 and almost killing the others, just barely on the cusp of the outer shield. And the Smirch firing into Foxtrot, or around the edges, trying to get the kill. Yeah, it seems like CV has already died. And we got mortars, smoke mortars, firing onto that point. I don't really know what for. He doesn't have a CV to hide yet. Maybe he's trying to make it look like so Putin thinks the CV is in that corner and then race his ammo on it, and then he just put the CV in the top corner. Which, I'm guessing this is a mind game. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's quite smart, I have to say. But anyway, Putin going in for the shot. 2 T-72Bs in the backline. AS-35's taking point. We've got quite a lot of ATGMs here. Storminiers and the TOW-2 in the backline. I feel like all the great ATGMs again spotted and destroyed. SCRV-103 holding the defense, holding back to the forest. And I definitely think there's some mind games going on, to be honest. soldiers going rather well for Putin. VDV's getting almost into the town. I mean, there's only 2 infantry guys left in the hill. So they are going to get in, finish off the guard infantry. Almost. And here comes the helicopters, K3 guys in MIH. Nothing too much in AA up here, so they're going to have free reign. Never mind down. BK. He forced to turn off its gun because the Su-24's flying around. Putin taking advantage, and because the enemy only really has radar AAs, Su-24's are proved to be great use one. It's a rather shame that he doesn't have any radar AA. There he is, bringing up the SCRV 102. He's really should be heavy tank. He's gonna help dealing with those T-72Bs. So's going rather around for Putin. The amount of think about getting a CV on the go to just neutralize the point. Well, Bravo was so. It seems like it didn't even get started for Semper. And Putin already took the initial assault, and that's 4 BMPTs. 4 of them. 4 BMPTs. Putin, he really loves using BMPTs. You see him in a lot of matches that he plays. And you can never have enough BMPTs, that's my rule. And as you can see, they are just mopping up the floor. Just being a spearhead in this, so they don't care. Ross gonna come for him, because they can just stun it to death with their grenade launchers. But Semper is on the plus. Oh! You gotta see this snipe in Echo, very sneaky player. I mean, this was Stormer squad as well. He's gonna get wrecked by the Mi-24s, but still, it has done the damage, giving Semper a very needed +2. That's gonna force Putin to spend money on the CV instead of, enforcing his front lines for a little bit. Yak 141's flying over, knowing they have complete air superiority. And once again, it's the same. He doesn't even have like any RBS 90s in his deck, it seems, because Putin's siege is just on point. I mean, he's planes flying around completely uncontested, and mainly the big thing is helicopters flying around uncontested. And these planes coming in, dishing out their damage. And so I always think it's important always to have at least one IRAA. The Mi-24s, they're not even going to kill everything, they're just going straight for the enemy CV. Yeah, they can't see it because they don't have recon CV. So they aren't going to get shot up by automatic getting shot by SU-24, Puff coming in, trying to get radar IA. Browder's got the OCR. The other Puff did, I think he got the Puff to intercept the helicopter. There we go, just getting shot down by a script ship. Behind D doing its best to do behind D things. And Semper, he is in the lead, Joe. Putin really needs to get the CV and Echo. He's doing that right now. Just needs to unload it ASAP. He's got it over a forest. No! Oh, he's just... Every single point right now is really important, especially with only 6 minutes left. There he goes. Is he landing it? Yeah, yes, finally. We've got a little scout defender flying over. Yotunguska M is in position to stop any sneaky business. Shooting down that plane, Su-27M. The expensive ATGM, knocking out the automatic ATGM plane. Don't see this guy ultra often anymore. I mean, it has some well, bloody hell. Some wicked ATGMs, great ECM and speed and whatnot. But you usually just see M27s because you can afford to lose an A27. Well, an Su-27M, you only get 1 per card. You really can't can't afford to lose it. And the Russian Marines oh so close to the command infantry here. Putin is gaining that plus run, and a full about 5 minutes. He only has to catch up to 20 to 30 points. So it is still in the realm of possibility for him to win. You know, if Semper Fidelis does something, you know, else sneaky, he could have a chance of winning this match. The 1-2-1 making its way to the front line. Gonna be dealing with the BTR-80s. And he is just going to be moving it up. Is in danger of RPGs from the Russian Marines. TATB is being brought up, taking some rocket fire from the Fallschläger and ATGMs, and both of them just getting killed. Sniping the CV and Charlie with the Smircher is definitely going to secure the victory for Putin. Yeah, one final assault to go. With the 4 BMPTs from below moving up top, which is quite interesting because you never really see, like, you know, when you buy a unit down bottom, you never ever bring it up top. It takes too much time, too much micro. So seeing him actually reposition the units there was quite a big difference. And holy moly, that is a 2,000 point kill advantage here for Putin. Yo, don't be dissuaded from Semper Fidelis. There's only a 30 point difference in that match. If it wasn't really for the CV snipe and the late on aggression from Putin, Semper had a pretty good shot at winning this match, but it came down to who had the bigger tanks, and Putin had the bigger tanks and Terminators, and that allowed him to win the match. Just some very good aggressive play from Putin, great use of seed with combination of the helicopters. If Semper had, you know, some RBSs or other IR-based AA, yeah, definitely would have helped out quite a bit. But I'm going to stop rambling and leave it off at that. This has been another Rangaroo cast. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as usual, please just take it easy.